I'm Derek Joyce and I'm here with Paul O'Murda, and this is I'm Not the Expert, but this is a podcast where we talk about everything from South Park, which we know nothing about, to quantum physics, which we also know nothing about. So grab a cup of tea, sit back and join us.
Christmas shopping stress. I can hate it, really do. I do a lot of it online, a lot of my stuff, but the more I'm thinking of that, I really want to help some local businesses this year. Like, nobody in those big corporations does a fist pump or a little jig when I buy something from them. But if I buy something from a local artisan or somebody that makes stuff by hand, or
Some small business owner. Yeah.
Every sale probably means the world to somebody like that. So I'm going to look online. There is sites out there, some artisan sites and stuff, and they've gorgeous stuff on them, like lovely, really great quality stuff, you know, and handmade. And as I said, you might just make somebody do a little jig and a fist pump. And that's lovely.
I've been shopping local this year. That's my and I probably should have said something because it would have sparked a conversation.
Yeah.
But I've been shopping local this year to try and keep money
in the local economy, in the community. Yeah, it's so important, especially now in a cost of living crisis and the way things are. Like, you know, let's help each other out this Christmas.
Totally.
So yeah.
There we go. All right. Dale and Paul's Christmas movie lists that aren't Christmas movies, in inverted commas. We've got to think of a much, much better title than that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the general gist of what this is about.
Before we even get into this, I suppose I have one question. Die Hard, is it a Christmas movie?
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
And for anybody...
Not just, is it a Christmas movie? It's the Christmas movie. I love that movie.
Well, I was looking into it because I would agree with you, or would have agreed with you. There are loads of movies that aren't Christmas movies, tinsel and sparkly and Christmassy,
but
that are Christmas movies that are set at Christmas. So yeah, it is the ultimate one for me because it's one of my favourites, but it's not the only one.
It's on my list, so we will get to it later. But
well, we'll get to it later. It's the first on my list here, so we're getting to it now.
Right, okay.
I got a text the other day. Is your phone on silent?
It is.
Okay, so is mine. We always have to check each other to see our phones on silent because
the amount of interruptions we've had over the year.
I got
mostly
a text on WhatsApp today, and it was the one you sent me, you lunatic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fucking tell me what it was.
Right, so
I'm
basically,
not your thunder.
it's, don't forget before you go to bed on Christmas Eve to leave, what was it, socks?
Cigarettes, shoes, Twinkies, and a Beretta 92.
Yeah, in the air duct for John McClane coming on Christmas Eve. Ho, 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 I have a machine gun. Fucker.
Yeah, that's my jumper. I'll be digging that out this year.
Yeah, class.
I wore that in school. You know, we all do. You give €2, and
and
you wear your Christmas jumper, and then it's given to charity or some.
And they still do it.
Like that.
They still do it.
Yeah, and it's great. I wore my one.
When you were working in school.
A few years ago.
When you were a teacher,
yeah. And it's the John McClane Die Hard. Ho, 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 now I have a machine gun t-shirt.
How did that go down?
It's grey and the font is exactly the same. And everybody was like, oh, that's deadly. And there was a teacher would take a photograph and he was like, this is the business. And he was like, I have to get one. And one student came up to me about halfway through the day and he was like, I wouldn't say that got down very well in the US.
I was just about to say the same thing. You wouldn't want to wear that in school in America. Yeah. Jesus, absolutely.
And
that actually reminds me, I've got a really good friend over in America. And when she came over from the wedding, she was telling us that she works in the front office of a school. So when you walk into that school, she's the first person you see, you know. And my daughter, young Rosie, turned around, you know, and basically said to her, like, are you not terrified all the time going to work? And it had never even occurred to her. Like, it just hadn't. And
what hadn't occurred to her?
To
be terrified?
Yeah, like that she would be the first person if somebody walked into that school and decided they were going to shoot it up.
Then she'd be the
first person she'd meet, like, you know what I mean? It never really occurred to her, but she was just so saddened and so taken aback that was the first thing that we thought.
Yeah.
Like, are you safe in school? Is it safe for you there? You know, because like as an American, it really shook her to her core that like this is what people think of that country, you know. Whereas over there, they're not as, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like
I'm listening.
it's such a huge country, and you know those things are fairly isolated. They seem like it's all the time because we hear about them all the time.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like, when
no,
you
you
consider how
see-
many schools there are in that country, like
We
it's so
don't hear
isolated.
about it all the time.
We do when a school shooting
We
happens.
hear about it regularly.
Yeah,
We don't hear about it all the time.
yeah, but when it
And
happens,
I
you hear
think
about
it happens more frequently than we hear.
Possibly.
I really do.
Possibly.
And please correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I do. That's just it.
Anyway, that's
the
gone
bottom
really
line.
fucking dark from what's supposed
Yeah,
to be
we haven't even
lighthearted.
fucking started.
Come on, this
Yeah.
this is Christmas. Let's cheer it up. Cheer it up. Okay, so what's your number one on your list?
In no particular order,
Right.
but number one on my list is fucking Die Hard.
You bastard! That's not on my list too.
You know what? Why am I a bastard?
Because that's on my list
I
too.
I was at a rugby match a couple of years ago, and we got something to eat afterwards.
Dal's a rugger bugger, yeah. I'm just a football hooligan.
We went, I was like, look, I'm not going out drinking on an empty stomach, have to get something to eat. We went in and we were in a restaurant and your woman
Cheating
came
is
over,
eating.
are you ready to order, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I ordered what I was going to order and my mate went, oh, and reacted the exact same way you did with
Right.
me saying Die Hard. And he was like, I was going to order that. And I went, you
Order
still
them.
fucking can.
Yeah, it's not the last one.
It's like, and she rolled with it and leaned into it and she went, he's right, like there's loads. He's like, yeah, but now we can't taste each other's piece. And I was like, you're not
getting any of mine anyway. I
was like, no, we're not feeding each other.
No,
Plus,
no,
I have a
no.
gluten-free diet, so you're not eating my pizza, and I'm certainly not
Not
tasting
eating
yours.
yours, yeah.
So fucking hell, man.
Yeah, no, I hate anyone touching me plate. Jesus, that's
Yeah.
one thing I don't like.
Don't touch my food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's Die Hard.
Yeah. 3:00, Christmas Eve.
No.
That's when I do it.
Like, I'm not talking about the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah,
Steve's
no,
Day.
I am.
I'm talking
I'm
about the festive season.
I am a creature of habit.
No.
I literally have mine set in stone. It's every year, like.
No.
I do the same thing every year. Like, it's gas. Del was like, where's your notes? And I'm like, notes? I don't need notes. I've been doing this for 30 years.
I wanted them to bring a list so we could compare it, so I'd have a clue of what he was talking about if I hadn't seen it.
You've seen these, Del.
But-
Trust me, you've seen these.
Okay.
Everyone has seen these movies. You grew up in Ireland, you had RTE 1 and 2. You've seen these fucking movies.
Yeah, well, okay. I've had debate after argument after debate with people who say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Oh, fucking is.
But no.
In every way it is.
It's a Christmas movie, happens at Christmas. If they're not,
No, but Christmas is a major part of that movie.
that's what I'm saying, it happens at Christmas.
Yeah, but lots of movies happen
It's
at
Christmas
and
Eve though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Christmas Eve. He buys his wife's Christmas present on the way to her Christmas party.
Okay. Now listen,
It's a Christmas movie.
let's run through for a second.
Right, go.
Right, so Christmas movies, they find the meaning of Christmas and they find their love for each other at the end of it, and everything is great. They celebrate Christmas together.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Is
Die Hard.
that not what happens at the end of Die
Yes, it absolutely is.
There you go.
He's reconciled with his wife. It snows.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the end music is Jingle Bell Rock. Or,
It's one of those songs. Yeah,
it's a Christmas song at the end of the movie.
And I think, would you not be thinking about, it could be Jingle Bell Rock, but is that not a Lethal Weapon?
Possibly.
Which is
And
also a
that's
Christmas
also a Christmas
fucking movie. Yeah.
Which may be getting added to my Christmas list this year. I haven't watched Little Weapon in donkeys. Thanks, Del.
It's in as a special mention on my list at the end.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't only watch it at Christmas.
Yeah.
It's an all year round thing.
Well,
for
that's
me.
true, actually. Yeah.
So,
and I will
I-
say
I-
to you, right, I said to you off air, I have a set list like that religiously I watch every year. I can tell you what day and what time I watch them. I'm that anal about it. Like I'm that much of a creature of habit. And then there's movies that come into the list and movies that go out of the list and change over time or whatever. But these set ones are set in stone. They've been since I was a child and they will be till the day I die. I'm going to get onto those in a minute. But I think Lethal Weapon might be just getting added to that list now. That might be coming in there.
You said anal.
I did say anal. Yeah, I'm totally anal.
I'm just being real
I know,
immature.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
leave me alone.
Yeah. You said anal.
Funny.
Right, anyway, so Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think there's no doubt about that for all the reasons you've just listed. So fight me. Anyone that disagrees, fight me.
Well,
Die
yeah,
Hard's a
fight
Christmas
Paul.
movie.
Don't fight me.
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter.
Die
I'm a
Hard's a
lover.
Christmas movie, and that's all there is to it. Right, so what else have we got?
It's a Christmas movie that everybody needs to see.
Yeah, and I wouldn't watch it outside of Christmas because it's too Christmassy.
No, if it were on TV and I'd go, yeah, I'll fucking stick that on.
No, I think it's just very Christmassy.
And it wouldn't be, I'm watching this. But it
it'd
would
be
be
on.
on.
Yeah,
So I'd broken, on the very first film I mentioned, I'd broken the rule that I really tried to stick to.
No, well, I haven't watched Die Hard since Christmas Eve last year, and I won't watch it again till Christmas Eve, so there you go.
Yeah, but the bad guys lose. The good guys
It's
win.
not Christmas till Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Plaza, man.
But the bad guys lose. The good guys win, with the exception of Mr. Tagagi.
Yeah.
Who's probably not a good guy.
He's playing both sides of the team.
No, he's probably not. He's probably a corporate monster.
Yeah, like, there's no such thing as a good billionaire.
Yeah, but he has his suits and Hans Gruber has three of them himself.
But the real bad guy in that movie is the guy that's knocking off his missus. The cokehead.
Who's trying to
knock off his missus. Yeah. He's the real villain of the
He's
piece.
not a bad guy, he's just a douche.
He's a scumbag, yeah.
He's just a douche.
I absolutely love Alan Rickman, God rest him, in that. God rest him.
And the guy that played Mr. Tagagi, James Shigeta, died in July 2014. So R.I.P. Mr. Tagagi as well. Right. Even though he died in the movie, but you know.
Did not know he was dead, okay.
Yeah, no, neither did I. When I was looking, I was literally, it was an, oh no.
Do you know what's
It's fucking.
Do you know what's another great movie, actually, on that kind of, Japanese corporate monster, probably slightly racist, actually, in some ways, those movies, is Rising Sun. It's Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery. It's kind of a similar vibe to Die Hard in that it's a corporate party in one of these big massive towers that's opening or whatever.
That's not set at Christmas.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah, so it's not.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's a Christmas movie. I'm saying it's a good movie.
No, I'm not saying that you did. I'm saying it's not like Die Hard.
No, it's not because Die Hard's a Christmas
movie.
Yeah. John McClane is Santa Claus.
Yeah. And to prove and reinforce the idea that Die Hard is a Christmas movie,
go on.
Die Hard 2 is a Christmas fucking movie too.
And that's going on my list this year as well. I'm going to probably.
It's not as good as the first one.
It's not. No. That's the one on the airplane, isn't it? It's got something to do with an airplane.
It's the airport.
Yeah.
It's Chicago. Yeah, and they're all stuck
out at the runway and the fucking
they're all
plane
stuck
is on top
in a holding pattern because it's been taken over by terrorists.
By Hans Gruber's brother or something, isn't it?
That's the
Isn't
third
it related
one.
to him?
Jesus
third
Christ.
one, is it?
You need to add the third one.
I only watched the first one and the one with Samuel Jackson where he makes him go down into Harlem. Is it the third or fourth one with Samuel Jackson?
That's the third one.
Is it? That's where he makes John McClane walk through Harlem with like a breadboard saying, I hate the N-word.
Yeah.
Dude, man, that's...
It is, but it's
hard.
very good. It's a very good movie. There's a part in it.
Years since I've seen that one as well.
You need to put it on your list because it is...
I might do the whole series this year.
It might be just below the first Die Hard movie in terms of ranking.
I do remember
it's that good.
I do remember being very good, but I just never watched it again.
There's a part where they intercept a briefcase in Central Park or something like that.
No spoilers because it might
I won't. And it's armed and they have to deactivate it through mathematical deduction and liters and weight and all that kind of thing. Okay. And I paused the movie
and Googled
because they don't no, I didn't Google it. I worked it out for myself. But they don't explain it clearly enough in the movie because I don't think they quite had a grip on how it works.
Yeah.
They puzzled over it and then had the solution.
Yeah.
And I was like, hang the fucking
So like
minute.
the guy writing it probably understood what was going on, but the actors on scene probably didn't get it.
The guy writing it would have had to. He'd have had to have puzzled out the problem, sticking in the script to be able to say, no, lads, it's like this. But the people on set that day, director, actors, everybody else,
couldn't make
key
sense
grips,
of it.
all that kind of thing, I don't think had a good enough grip on it.
Yeah, or maybe the editor afterwards, maybe they kind of
or whoever it was, but it just wasn't explained clearly enough.
Yeah.
And I stopped the movie for half an hour while I worked out with myself. And played it again.
Sorry, did I say I was anal?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm a nerd though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Brilliant.
Die Hard goes on Toy Story night. Not Toy Story. The
Toy show night. Yeah. You are a Grinch. He doesn't watch the toy show. He watches Die Hard.
Grinch is a very Christmas movie, but it's not on my list.
No, it's not mine either.
No, I wouldn't bother. The Holdovers.
No, I don't know that one.
The Holdovers is Paul Giamatti.
Like him.
He's really good in this.
He's a great actor.
And the Holdovers was a thing. When you're in a boarding school, if you can't go home for the festive season or the holidays,
so
you're a holdover.
Yeah.
And you stay in the school and you're supervised by the teachers and the school's cooks, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's the rules of the school, but not in a school setting.
Right.
If you know, not in a class setting.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone.
You've
and
got
the
no
Holdovers
class.
is a story about one kid whose parents say, well, we're going away. They're going to Aspen or some shit like that.
Right. And they're not bringing him.
We're not going to be there. And he was like, well, I can go and meet you there. And he was like, we just can't. And we just
don't care enough about you to give a shit.
They don't give a shit about him. That's it. And he used to say at school, him and a bunch of other students have to stay at school. And they're supervised by this Paul Giamatti. He's a curmudgeon of a teacher. Nobody likes him, staff included. It's about them finding out about themselves.
Kind of like a Breakfast Club kind of, yeah.
But it's really, really good.
Okay.
It's really
I'll
good.
definitely give it a look.
Ah, it's excellent.
Sounds good. I do like Paul Giamatti.
He's really good. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's funny and it's sad.
Sounds really sad.
It's thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you anything about it or give something away.
Don't.
But
no, please don't, yeah.
The cook, I'm not giving anything away about the storyline, but all these kids are held holdovers in the school. Well, their parents either can't bring them home, can't afford to bring them home, or aren't there, or don't care about them, whatever the reason is. And then all of them, bar this one kid, do get taken out of school. And he's the only one left with the teacher and with the cook. And it's that, can't fucking believe this is my fucking Christmas scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's rebelling and he's not a straight A student in school. Right. And the teacher's not well liked.
Yeah.
And
is it a kids movie or is it more serious?
It is, and it's shite.
Right, so it's a very serious movie. Yeah.
It is, but like you could sit your kids in front of it. It's not like there's TNA in it or anything like that. But you could sit your kids in front of it, but they'd be bored out of their minds after 5 minutes.
Just like when you said he's rebelling and it's the curmudgeon-y teacher and the cook. I just got visions of fucking Macaulay Culkin, you know.
No, he's that little
Home Alone kind of fucking.
Fuck him. No.
Home Alone, but in a school.
That's not on my list.
No, and nor mine.
No.
Nor mine. I've grown out of that one a long time ago.
Watch it. It's just great. Like, if you've got your phone, you're there, type it in.
I'll definitely have a look
at it. The Holdovers. 2023. It's really good.
Oh, so
it's very recent.
Quite a new movie.
Oh, it's very recent.
I haven't heard.
And it's really well done.
Deadly.
Like, and in your cancel culture age, and you can't say that. It's a really good movie. It's not that they say stuff to get cancelled or they say stuff that somebody will find offensive, but it deals with all of that.
It's not woke down.
It deals with all of that.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's really
sounds
really
good, man. Sounds really good.
Definitely.
So I'm definitely going to have a look at that one. Right, so you've done me Christmas Eve 3:00 movie Die Hard. So I suppose moving on to the big day itself. So you've had your stuff, right? You're full to the brim. We have a couple of glasses of wine in. It's time for Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi before A New Hope and The Empire Strikes
Back. Yeah, no, just Return of the Jedi. I watch Star Wars all year round. You know what I mean? I've seen those movies a billion times. It's Return of the Jedi, and I'll tell you why it's Return of the Jedi every Christmas, because it was on RTA every Christmas. Every fucking Christmas when I was growing up. And like so many Christmases in a row, I got all the toys, and it was invariably, I suppose because of my age or whatever age, you know, I got into Star Wars around the time that Return of the Jedi came out. So when I started getting Star Wars toys for Christmas, it was invariably stuff from Return of the Jedi, the little walker, what you call it, the little
ATST.
yes,
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
man.
the Scout Walker, the little chicken walker.
Chicken walker.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
literally what they were
Scout Walker.
nicknamed.
They
Yeah,
weren't.
they were.
That's
So
the
you
first time I've ever heard
Google
it
that.
said.
Google
Chicken
that.
walker.
They are. They're called chicken walkers.
They're not. They're Scout Walkers.
And that was the last present I ever got from Santi.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What year was that? That would have been 1980.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, 86,
7,
87, something like that. Yeah. I was quite young. I found it in the wardrobe, so that kind of ruined Christmas. And then my dad just told
Were
me.
you the kid that went rooting?
Yes.
For
Oh, very much so. Yes.
I
yes.
wasn't. No.
Yes, my kids didn't lick it off stone though.
I wasn't.
I was the rooter. Or tearing off the corner of the wrapping paper to see what
We all did that.
I was a fucker for it. Yeah, fucking Return of the Jedi, it's just, it's got nothing to do with Christmas at all, obviously. But the final third of that movie, the final act, the third act, is, as far as I'm concerned, you can have your Godfather and you can have your Citizen Kane and you can have whatever. That is the greatest third act in cinema history.
For you?
Objectively.
No. It's
Objectively, it's the greatest. No, for me, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about what I'm talking about here now, right? The third act. So from when Luke surrenders to Vader and Endor, yeah?
Yeah, no, I remember it. Go on. Keep talking.
Right.
Don't expect me to agree with you.
Right, so you have the Emperor trying to convert Luke, trying to turn him to the dark side, and that's intercut with Han Solo and his band of rebels on the moon, taking over the bunker. And eventually the Ewoks, and I know they're a touchy subject for a lot of Star Wars fans, the Ewoks, and how they defeat the Empire with like spears and stones and shit. But you have to bear in mind, Del, when this movie came out, you know, 1983, it wasn't a million miles away from the Vietnam War ending. And the Ewoks were basically what's the word I'm looking for? An avatar for the Viet Cong, who had defeated a superiorly armed force in a jungle, using little more than, rudimentary weapons.
Yeah.
So the Ewoks are...
Okay, right. Okay, so you're breaking it all down. You're not telling me why it's the best third act in cinematic history.
I am. It's just the way it's intercut. The visuals are incredible. The big space battle, the battle on the moon, Luke against the Emperor, and it's all being cut into, you see a bit of that and then it cuts away to the other one and then it cuts away to the one on the moon, then it cuts back to Luke.
Lots of films do.
I know, but I just love it.
A battle on three fronts.
Yeah, no, but I don't know, it's just
I'm not
visually.
I'm not disagreeing.
Visually, and like sitting on the edge of your seat, the tension.
I love
and
The Return of the Jedi, but I just don't agree it's the best.
Yeah, no, I just think it's like the other two acts, the whole Jabba's Palace thing and the dark, and lots of really cool creatures and stuff in Jabba's Palace, and I like that. Now, obviously, the fucking special edition where they've introduced that music number, fuck off, because that's just garbage. So I'm not mad on the first act, right? And then the second act is where they're planning the attack on the second Death Star, and it's kind of nice, but that third act, man, is just, it's...
Okay.
I could watch it over and over and over again, and I do. I watch it every Christmas evening.
So
after me dinner.
But you need the first two acts.
Of course, you do. And come here, listen, the first two acts are great. It's a great movie altogether. But that climax is just fucking chef's kiss. It wraps up the whole trilogy. It's action-packed. It's fucking thought-provoking. It's moving. It's emotion, fucking investment. Love it.
Yeah,
and
then George Lucas and Disney ruined the whole thing.
I'm not going to say that. I actually really enjoyed the sequels.
The sequels or the prequels?
Well, both. I'm okay about the prequels. They'd be my least favourite trilogy.
They're terrible.
But I love the sequels. I love the sequels.
Bad. The script is bad.
Yeah, there's way too much CGI in the prequels. Which is dated badly now.
I watched an interview with George Lucas, and he said if he could have done Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and A New Hope with computer graphics, he would have.
I know, yeah. Which George. George.
And it wouldn't have the legacy that it's got.
No, it definitely wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't. And I think that's probably what I love most about Jedi is that, as I was saying, Jabba's Palace and all the creatures, there's some amount of animatronics and puppetry, and it's an art form. Like, it's absolute artistry in that movie.
I have a documentary on a hard drive somewhere, and it's how they worked Jabba the Hutt And it's
I've seen
it's
that
called
documentary
Inside
years
Jabba or
ago.
something
Yeah, there's like
that.
fucking
And
3 guys in there.
Three me whole. There's
three
7
in
of
there.
them.
Is there 7 guys?
7 guys in there
that was
working
3.
it, and there's one guy working the tail.
Yeah. Just with it's literally a 2x4 inside.
And the guy working Jabba's left arm is not the guy working Jabba's right arm.
Yeah, that's right.
And the guy working Jabba's right arm might be the one working the tongue.
Yeah.
Like
and then the mouth itself is actually radio controlled.
It's meant.
Yeah, and the eyes are individually radio controlled.
They can look at what they're doing and see the image of Jabba that's on camera, so they can make it work and they can sync. Have you seen the monitors?
Yeah, they're about like 4 inches square. And they're black and white.
It's like an old video cassette box hanging around their neck.
Yeah.
It's fucking massive with a little 4-inch screen on it. It's fucking insane. Yeah.
But just incredible artistry.
But it is. The whole lot is great. I love it. And if you want, there's a picture on the internet if you want to know the difference between the prequels, sequels, and those films. George Lucas standing amongst all of his models and everything that was built for A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, contrasted with him standing in the middle of an empty room with a green screen.
Fucking green screen for the prequels, absolutely. Come here, do you know what came up on eBay there? It was a good few years ago, but like the guy that put it up was lambasted. The clearest scam you'll ever see. Film worn, screen used clone trooper armour for sale on eBay. One small problem.
What?
All of the clones were CGI.
Yep.
There was no screen used clone armour in the whole fucking movie. But there you go.
What a fucking joke. Yeah.
But so anyway, so Return of the Jedi, my Christmas movie, my Christmas Day movie, or one of. And I know everybody loves Empire Strikes Back, and it probably is objectively the best Star Wars movie.
Recently went to
Jedi
see that.
for the feels. I just love Jedi.
I recently went to see that in Dublin in the cinema.
That was the first one I saw
in
in
the
the cinema.
cousin, his daughters, and my nephew, and it was great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I know, it is. It's such a great movie. But I don't know, the feels for me, the whole Christmas feel for me is Jedi.
Yeah, no, not me. But, they're not on my list, and it's not because I don't like them. Again, I try to stick to the rule that if I don't watch them all year round, and watch them at Christmas.
Yeah, well, no, I'm the same. I don't watch Jedi. I will purposely not watch Jedi.
No, I will. Yeah. That's what I mean. So that's why it's not my list.
No, I kind of hold that one over for Christmas. And it's just literally because growing up, when I think of my childhood Christmases, Return of the Jedi was always on the telly. Yeah. It was the one that was always on. And that's a little bit why I think I have this kind of fucking resentment of Harry Potter. Is because, no, I do.
I've never met somebody that resents Harry Potter.
I resent Harry Potter. And I'm not the only one, because someone else actually fucking said the same thing on Facebook the other day for the very same fucking reason.
Facebook is dumped so far.
Right? But it replaced fucking Star Wars as that kind of big Christmas fucking day movie. Like, I guarantee you that there's a Harry Potter movie on RTE.
There's probably all of them.
Guarantee you.
But no.
Whereas it used to always be Star Wars.
See, all of you people, and I'm talking to you people that resent Harry Potter, that's for this generation.
I know.
You don't get to say, don't fucking turn that off and turn on Jedi, because that's what I did when I was a kid.
I know, but
they're not into that. And they feel about Harry Potter the way you feel
I know,
about
my
Jedi.
daughter adores it. No, I get that, but what I'm saying to you was, Jedi was a long fucking time ago. It was 1983. How many generations have there been between Star Wars and Harry Potter? Several. And they all grew up with Jedi at Christmas. Right, I'm talking right up to the 2000s now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about generations though.
Every fucking year. And then Harry Potter replaced it. Yeah, but you did say that's, this generation is Harry Potter.
It is.
Yeah, but there was lots of other generations who probably would have never seen Star Wars if it wasn't for Jedi at Christmas.
Who didn't have a movie of the magnitude of Jedi.
Exactly.
But now there's Harry Potter.
That's why I fucking resent it. It come along and it usurped Star Wars.
Someone always was going to, though, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was inevitable. I think Star Wars is so big and so incredible that it could have been forever.
And the Avengers series.
No, fuck off. Don't even go.
Has usurped that for some people.
Mm.
I'm not saying it's going to eventually happen, and
I think the Avengers thing and the MCU and Marvel and all that. I think that was a fad, and it's already starting to just peter out. It was like they were phenomenally huge at the time when they were released. They were smashing box office, and the whole lot. But you look at it now.
Yeah, well,
they bet that room to death.
Whatever you do, don't Google Doctor Doom.
I know, yeah.
That's
going to be big.
It's going to go skyrocket again.
It might do, but I just think over the last few years they bet that cash cow to death.
What a storyline, though. They knew what the end game, excuse the pun, they knew what the end game was in the first movie.
Oh, I know. Yeah, look, come here, listen, it's an incredible achievement in cinema.
So good.
To do that. Like,
in storytelling.
22 interconnected movies, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I read somewhere it was 22 movies up to Endgame, which is incredible. Like, it is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
But I tried to go back and watch them recently because I haven't been a huge Marvel fan, which is really weird because I love the comics as a kid.
No, I wasn't either.
I was a massive comic book kid. I still collect and download comics all the time now. Not so much Marvel, but other stuff. But I don't know. They're instantly forgettable for me. Those movies, they just feel cookie cutter, same old. Don't like the humour. I fucking hate the Marvel humour. And they just didn't land with me at all. And I just got fed up really, really quickly. Like I've seen, I think I've seen the whole of the first phase, up to and including the Avengers movie. I would have watched all of them. Then after that, like the next one I watched in the cinema would have been the Avengers 2. So didn't watch Captain America 2, didn't watch Iron Man.
I never saw any of
Didn't see any of them in the cinema. Saw the Avengers 2 in the cinema, and that was the last one I watched in the cinema. So I didn't even go to see Endgame in the cinema. Endgame was out months when I watched it.
Yeah, me too.
It just
didn't
land with me at all.
And I don't think it's the Marvel series of movies that didn't land with you. I think it's the way they're storytelling now. I think they were great movies and I really liked them. I think it's of a lesser quality now.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree with you.
So this is not just Marvel. And I didn't do the cartoons and didn't do any of the fucking comics or anything like that when I was a kid.
It was just cookie cutter. Yeah. It became just literally cookie cutter.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take out the names.
Change the costumes.
Yeah.
Do the same story over and over again. That's exactly what I felt about it, yeah. So there you go.
But I did like the complexity of that Avengers series.
Yeah, up to phase 1 I thought was really good, the way they had it all interconnected. But
I think the whole lot was great. I really, really do. And when your man turns up, and I think it's in Infinity War. So we're like second from last. But Hulk comes back to Doctor Strange's house, crashes through the thing or something like that. And he was like, he's coming. Oh, Jesus, he's coming. Because Thor sends him back after him fighting Thanos on the ship. Wait, is first officer, I suppose, says, no, let him have his fun. They have a fight. He beats the Hulk.
Yeah, that's in Thor Ragnarok or something, isn't it?
Or something like that.
Yeah,
but get him the fuck out of here and sends him back to Earth. And when he gets back, it's all interconnected. He's like, oh no, he's coming. And then they turn up and you are all going to die today, but don't be afraid. It's all for the greater good. Blah, 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 blah. Squidward. That's what the bad guy's name is.
Squidward.
Yeah. That's what fucking...
Do you know who plays him? You're on about the what you call him?
The guy who has a face like a melted candle.
Yes, and he comes and warns that,
Yeah.
The Herald of Doom.
He heralds.
Yes,
he heralds his
name.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Who?
Under all that makeup.
Who?
That is Tom Von Lawler. Better known as Nidge from Love Hay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, but I think it's brilliant.
It is. It's really good.
I love the storytelling and I love the movies, but I think what you're saying is a problem with the way things are told these days, as opposed to the way they used to be told.
The audience have the attention span of a goldfish these days, and they play to it.
Which probably means no one's listening to this.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, true enough. Which I just think Star Wars found the right balance. It's like fucking lightning in a bottle, where between that kind of, pew, 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 action, blah, 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 and heart and story. And it just got the balance so perfectly right. Just so right. I don't think any movie franchise has done it since.
I don't know. I'm trying to think, and I mean, there's loads of movies I've liked, so I would beg to differ with you. But I know what you mean. But I also think you're incredibly biased.
I am. Come here. I am. But no, I'm trying to rationalise, I suppose, in my own way. Just, I mean, look at the longevity of Star Wars. Look at it. Look at how loved it lasts
an awful lot longer.
I don't think in 40 years' time we'll be sitting here talking about the Avengers. I honestly don't. I don't think it'll.
I'll be dead.
I'll probably be dead too.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. You know, 40 years after the Avengers came out, is anyone really gonna care? Is it gonna still, or is it just a blip on the cinematic history? I think the latter. I think it'll be pretty much forgotten about. It's already starting to happen, I think.
Again, you're incredibly biased.
I am incredibly biased, but I'm also
it's good
someone
that you're admitting it.
No, but it's also I'm also someone who watches a lot of kind of pop culture, media stuff and stuff. And like you can see, I even walk into Smith's toy shop. There's fucking no Star Wars in it anymore. Just no one's buying Star Wars at all anymore now. But there's
now you're getting into a whole different thing.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I know, but
very little of any Marvel stuff there now either.
Because fucking toy shops are just bullshit, and there's no playability in anything anymore. It's just build something, watch it.
Yeah,
that's
video games now. That's the whole thing as well.
And it's not even video games I'm talking about. I'm just talking about toys in general that you do interact with, that are tangibly there in front of you. Assemble it, press play, go. That's it. Can't do a fucking thing. So
but that's a whole different aside. What I'm saying is, like, a couple of years ago, they would have had aisles full of Avenger stuff. You know,
I've seen it and I bought it.
There's not even a shelf.
For me nephews or whatever.
There's not even a single shelf now. It's probably just like one kind of unit.
Okay, we're moving on because Paul's
we're way off
biased attitude towards anything not Star Wars.
No, it's not bias. It's not bias at all.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I haven't seen it.
Have you not?
No.
Tim Burton's Nightmare
I haven't seen it. I do have the little pumpkin head thingy sitting
Jack
on my
Skellington.
Shelf. That's the fella. I do have him sitting on my desk at home because they were selling them in pennies at Halloween. Okay,
well, it's not a spoiler alert because it's been going for years.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Jack Skellington is the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town.
Yes.
And there seems to be, like, there's a nexus nearly of trees, and one has a doorway that says Halloween Town, and one has a doorway that says Christmas Town, and the other one has a doorway that probably says fucking Easter Town or St. Valentine's Town or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of them in a copse kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he finds his way. He's bored out of his mind with Halloween.
And he finds his way to Christmas.
And he finds his way to Christmas Town, and then they do the whole song. And we know how I feel about. No, they don't. Oh, you're mad. You haven't seen it. What are you singing it for?
Kids have it on all the time.
Okay. That's
I've
not the
consumed
song
it by
they
osmosis.
sing. That's not the song they sing.
Okay.
And he gets into Christmas Town, and it's a new thing. He's like, wow, we got to get some of this. So he kidnaps Santa because he wants to be Santa.
So he brings Christmas to Halloween.
He brings Christmas to everybody.
Okay.
Like, it's not just, Santa doesn't just service Christmas Town with gifts. He services the world with gifts.
Okay.
Like, it's a massive operation. So there's still that scenario. And he's kidnapped Santa, and he has to take his place. And he gives Santa to these 3 trick-or-treater kids to look after and keep this guy in Halloween Town called Oogie Boogie out of everything. Keep him out of everything, because in Halloween Town, everybody is mischievous, but he's malicious. You know what I mean?
It was Jack Skellington.
No, that's what I'm telling you. This guy, Oogie Boogie, that Jack Skellington tells these 3 kids who are left in charge of Santa Claus, don't involve that guy.
Okay, keep him out of it.
Because he's malicious, where the others are mischievous.
Right.
And it ends up they get pissed off at him, and they bump him off to this guy, Oogie Boogie, who's going to fuck everybody's shit up. And they end up saving the day. Santa goes back to being Santa Claus, and Jack Skellington goes back to being Jack Skellington in Halloween Town. But they've cross-moginated their things. You know, they're now selling Christmas in Halloween Town. All this kind of thing. But I was looking at it, and I watched it recently. I don't like Halloween Town. And I love Halloween, but Halloween Town is
negative.
It gives me an uneasy feeling. Like, and I mean, they had to contrast it with Christmas Town, which is
Yeah, no, I get that. So it's all dark and,
and snow and lights and twinkle and happy
Yeah.
days and it's dark and it's oppressive and
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
fucking
sound good.
damp
yeah,
and everything is dead. And
which
I
is not
don't like it.
Halloween.
I was
That's
sitting
not
looking at
Halloween,
it. I was sitting looking at it and I was going, fucking with this feeling in my stomach. I was like, I don't like this shit. And it's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And
So Tim Burton doesn't like Halloween then? Is that what you're saying?
no, because as I said, they had to create a
Yeah.
contrast,
You need a contrast,
between the
of
two.
course. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you'd have your, well, this is what it should be, and this is where we're at, and we have to fucking sort this out, you know, this kind of thing.
yeah.
So that the audience has something to hope for, you know, that kind of way. This is the right way, this is the wrong way.
Yeah, so Halloween
and it's
sounds
just
a bit
the
of a shithole, like, yeah.
just it's not a shithole, but it's the interpretation. It's the idea you've got in your head of a cold, damp, scary graveyard. You know, is the whole fucking town.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like it. I was like, I don't like this at all. Yeah, but, you know.
It's interesting you say, you know, it makes you uncomfortable. Do you know what movie makes me so uncomfortable that I can't actually watch it?
What?
It's Polar Express.
I don't like that.
It's the uncanny valley, you know, that where something looks almost human but not human enough that it actually makes you feel genuinely uncomfortable. Like,
no, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all.
Horrible movie.
Yeah, my nephew, he used to watch it. He was like, "Oh, you watch this with me," and I was
my
like,
kids love it. Yeah.
I will in my show.
Yeah, I can't watch it. I get the creeps. I just completely get the creeps.
And it's not the storyline. No, it's not any. It's the characters.
It's the visual. Yeah, it's like dead.
It's not even characters.
Dead. It's just.
It's lifeless.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't like it whatsoever. No,
it's the fucking porcelain doll of animated movies.
It's fucking horrible. It's brutal. It's a Wonderful Life. 1946. Frank Capra.
Bedford Falls.
Yeah, deadly of it.
It's just. Why is it on your list?
Why is it on my list? Because I'll only watch it at Christmas.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a completely Christmas movie.
But you'll see it on during the year, and I won't watch it.
Nah, no way.
I won't watch it. I've always seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During
it's
the year.
All the fucking time. Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. And I won't watch it.
That's like putting fucking Santa Claus the movie on fucking June.
Probably put it fucking on.
It's definitely a Christmas movie. I don't think there's any argument there.
To celebrate the summer solstice this weekend, we've got It's a Wonderful Life.
Have you seen the colorized version?
No, wouldn't bother.
I watched it last year, right? Look, my Lisa won't watch black and white. She just doesn't like it. And, you know, kids won't watch black and white movies. You know that yourself.
Yeah.
So I managed to acquire a copy of the colorized version. And it was actually pretty good. It was pretty good.
I wouldn't bother.
It's not the same. Obviously, it's just not the same.
But we know the story, right? And here's the thing I found out about it.
Jimmy Stewart, though.
Yeah. George Bailey is the manager of a bank, and he gets into trouble when his bank deposit gets lost. It's left, I think it's by his cousin, it's left on a table, and it's picked up by this tycoon who owns the competing bank, who pockets it.
Yeah, and who wants to...
And he doesn't, because he wants to acquire whatever, there's something in loans, whatever the fuck.
Saving allowance.
Saving allowance. And he wants to acquire it, so he pockets it.
Yeah.
Right? And so he pockets the mislaid, in quotation marks, envelope of money that was going to take them through the Christmas period.
Yeah.
So George... And
all the loans for everybody for Christmas.
So George starts...
They've been saving all year to get that money out.
George starts wishing, I wish I wasn't born. Everything, shit hits the fan, all that kind of thing. And he gets his wish granted.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through it for...
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Bring us all up to speed. So he gets, what's the angel's name?
Frank, is it? Or
I don't know.
Something like...
Somebody got their wings. Every time a bell is rung, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a real normal name. Like, it's not like, you know, Gabriel or Michael or...
No, it's not
Willie
biblical. It's just...
Willie or Bill or
normal.
Frank or fucking George.
Anyway.
He
takes him back to Bedford Falls if he didn't exist. And all these things have changed. And his wife is a spinster and she's mad and she lives in a damp, leaky house. Same house, but damp, but leaky, and she doesn't know him and he scares her, all that kind of thing.
Is dead. The whole town is basically falling apart, isn't it?
Because he wouldn't exist. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see a movie where they take somebody back where everything's better.
yeah. Simon Harris, This Is Your Life.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
But it is, I suppose, in many ways, it is a modern, for its time, retelling of A Christmas Carol. It's a similar take, like, isn't that kind of what the Ghost of Christmas Past and that do with,
that's what the whole thing
Scrooge?
is. Yeah.
Like, they show him what life would have been like without him.
Yeah. What the reason I was telling you all this, even though you know what it's about, is after it was released, the FBI investigated because there was a negative connotation afforded to tycoons.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because of what your man did.
So it was left-wing, diverse of fucking...
That's what they...
Yeah, McCarthyism. Was this during the McCarthy era?
It was, I don't know, when was that? It was this is 1946.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a million miles away from the McCarthy era. Yeah.
This is post-World War II.
Yeah.
You know, and it would have been tycoons creating industry and jobs and rebuilding and all that kind of thing.
And greed is good.
Yeah, the tycoon robbing the money and pocketing it and not saying, "Oh, here, look, I found your money. I saved the fucking day." Which is going to be a short movie. But the negative connotations associated with that, it was investigated. I'm not sure what the outcome was. I'm sure there wasn't anything, but it was very accurate.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? And I don't mean that in the sense that I have a tycoon in my mind right now who's a thieving fucker.
Oh,
that's not what I'm
talking
about. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about the psychology needed to
become a tycoon in the first time. Yeah.
Tycoon, a successful,
no such thing
self-made
as an ethical
millionaire.
So there's no such thing as a self-made millionaire in the first place.
No,
you need seed capital to begin with.
And the whole that brings me on to a different thing. The whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Bollocks.
Physically impossible. Physically, it's impossible. It's bullshit. Anyway, it's a wonderful life.
It's just a way to get you to work hard.
Fantastic film that I'll only watch at Christmas. And it created a federal investigation.
That's nuts. There you go. And I mean, Jimmy Stewart in that movie is just sublime. He's
good. He's great.
Actor.
And he was perfect for it. But he
and a lovely guy too.
Didn't blow me out of water.
He was,
I didn't go get that guy an Oscar.
I think he won several.
He probably did. But you know.
Yeah, no, he was brilliant. I love Jimmy Stewart. I think well before my time. Do you know what I mean? Way before my time. But I've watched a few of his movies, and I love him. I just love his voice, his accent, everything. He's just he's great. He's great. He really is. So okay, staying with the old black and whites, then I suppose. Last year, now I consider myself a bit of a movie buff, Del, as you know. Last year, I watched Casablanca for the first time ever.
I'm sorry, I'm looking the other way because I'm trying to think. And I'll let you talk in a second. Casablanca, even it's not on my list, but isn't something I'd watch at Christmas or any other time.
It's usually on telly at Christmas.
Yeah, but I don't bother.
And it was on TV last Christmas, and I had never watched it. I had never watched it. It was my own, I don't know, ignorance or probably met black and white, or it's a romance or whatever, which it is, but it's not really. But I watched it last Christmas. I think actually last New Year's Eve, I think I watched it. And it's fucking brilliant. It's so fucking good. It's like, it's edgy to see the whole way.
Yeah, it is. I remember seeing it.
It's so clever. It's so convoluted and complicated. And then obviously the big twist at the end.
Yeah, which you're not going to give away.
No, Jesus, absolutely not going to give away. But I always remember watching it and I knew all the iconic lines, even though I'd never seen the movie. All the gin joints and all the world, you had to walk.
Yeah, but they're so ubiquitous.
Yeah,
those phrases and those sayings, everybody does it, and half of the people that do it probably don't know where it came from.
Exactly. Yeah. But Bogey was brilliant.
Yeah,
and he never says "play it again, Sam."
No, never did.
He says that song, Sam.
And neither did. It's a different movie. You dirty rat. You dirty rat. You know that fucking James?
It's not James.
James Cagney.
James Cagney.
Yeah. He never said that.
You great big dirty rat.
Or something.
Is that not from Home Alone?
No, you fucking lunatic.
And you know the movie in Home Alone?
I've never seen Home Alone. Don't look at me like that. Paul's looking at me wide-eyed like there's a car coming at me.
How have you never seen it? Jesus?
Because it's shite.
It's not. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's shite.
But anyway, there's a movie in the movie, right? And it's a play on a James Cagney. that he basically uses kind of snippets of it to scare off the bad guys. He's playing it over a loudspeaker and he's rewinding it. And everyone thought it was an actual old movie. It's not. They actually shot the scenes in black and white for the movie in the movie. It doesn't exist.
Movie. Do you ever see Family Guy version? They do a cutaway to Home Alone.
I don't watch enough Family Guy.
It's deadly. And they break into the house and he one towards the other and he says, "Was that doorknob hot?" And he was like, "Yeah, someone heated it up." He said, "Did you burn yourself?" He said, "No, I just let go of it." And didn't burn yourself. And he says, "Well, watch yourself here because there's all dinky cards all over the floor." He goes, "Yeah." Then the kid appears at the top and he says, "Just to let you know, I've got a tarantula." And your man takes out a gun and shoots him. He falls down the stairs and he goes, "I got rid of that. There's no witnesses now." It's a solution to the movie that was never done. It's fucking great.
Yeah, totally.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of Home Alone.
I'm not a huge fan at all of Home Alone. Terrible movie.
Radio.
No, awful.
Right, so do you want to give us another one?
Trading Places.
Oh, wow.
1983.
Okay. That's one I haven't seen in a long time. With two of the funniest bastards you'll ever find anywhere, though. I mean, fuck me. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, brilliant. I'd only watch that at Christmas.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it during the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah.
And when I say at Christmas, I'm talking about in the festive season.
Oh,
you know, because
December. Maybe January.
Yeah. Not even January. Maybe into the first couple of days of January.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Yeah. For those of you that haven't seen it, and I can't imagine there's any of you that haven't seen it, two rich upper crust execs, the Mortimer brothers, they have a bet with each other for $1 that they can take this really up-and-coming, successful executive and reduce his life to nothing where he's a bum on the street. And they can take a guy who's homeless and a bum on the street and a grifter, and they can elevate him to the super exec. And that's their bet and all that kind of crack. And so Dan Aykroyd, and I don't know the names of any of the characters, Dan Aykroyd is the guy they reduce to nothing. Yeah. And Eddie Murphy is the guy that they elevate to something.
Yeah. And again, it's the evil tycoons again, isn't it?
There it is. I didn't even fucking think that.
Yeah. That's
it though.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a sociopathy or a psychopathy that you need to have to be one of these
become a billionaire. Yeah,
and absolutely. That just exemplifies it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fucking nuts.
And I'll see your trading places and I'll raise you. And this actually wasn't on my list, but I'm putting it on there now. Oh, fuck, it's gone. Shit.
Fuck you, man.
Fucking Brewster's Millions. Brewster's Millions.
I've never seen all of that movie.
That's a great movie. That's basically, it's, what's his name? The other guy, not Eddie Murphy, the other one, Richard Pryor.
I saw him in live stand-up.
No.
Yeah, I saw him in Hollywood.
Oh, wow. I've seen a couple of his videos doing stand-up. He's a fucking funny guy.
I saw him when he had, he was MS. He was suffering big time.
Yeah.
But he came on stage with a stick and his helper and his minder. And
class. And done his...
He did his set and he was funny.
Oh, he's a funny bastard.
Fucking hilarious.
Funny fucker.
Yeah.
But in Brewster's Millions, he's somebody. I can't even fucking think now. It's a long time since I've seen it. He inherits a lot of money, but on the stipulation that he has to spend it in 20. No, he's to spend $1 million in 24 hours.
I thought it was more than $1 million. No. You might be right, but
because
it's he's to spend it. Yeah, but he's to spend it legit. He can't give it to charity.
He can't give it away. And he can't make money.
He has to.
He can't make money from it.
Yeah.
So, and he can't have anything for it at the end.
Yes.
Like, so he can't go out and buy stuff because that's $1 million worth of stuff.
Yeah.
He has to end up with nothing without giving it away in 24 hours. And if he does that, he inherits 50 million or whatever it is.
Yeah, millions. Yeah. In Brewster's Millions.
Which is, so it's fucking, again, it's, corporate evil, fucking whatever. Whoever made him.
Jeez, we have a team
going. It's great uncle that left it to him or whatever, wasn't it? But that one wasn't on my list, but it's actually going on my list now. And so is Hear No Evil, See No Evil,
which is a great movie,
which I haven't seen.
But I'd watch all year round.
Maybe,
anytime that was on, I'd tune in.
Yeah, I tend to kind of keep the old movies for Christmas.
No,
I do. I don't watch a lot of old movies all year round.
No.
But
an interesting thing about Trading Places. Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy, that are the two rich, that are the Mortimer brothers.
Yes.
In Trading Places.
Yeah.
reprised the role in Coming to America.
Yes.
When he goes and he gives the guys, he gives the two homeless fellas money as Prince Akeem walks on. And he was like, do you know what this means? This means we're back. And that was the Mortimer brothers.
They're the two guys of it. Yeah. They left destitute at the end. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Love it.
It's brilliant. Like, that. And no, I saw.
And I love that it's in the same universe. Great. Like that's
it's
cool.
Brilliant. Yeah. I thought it was really.
Have you seen the new remake of Coming to America or Coming to America 2 or whatever the hell it was? No. I haven't seen it myself. Actually, no interest.
I've never even heard of it until you mentioned it 3 seconds ago.
No way.
No.
Come out this year, like.
No.
Yeah.
No, and I wouldn't.
It's coming to America. Yeah, so it is. Yeah, it's part 2.
Couldn't be.
It's a sequel. Couldn't be arsed at all.
No.
Although it's probably worth watching now because James Earl Jones and it's his last movie.
So does Eddie Murphy reprise his role?
Oh, yeah,
right. Okay. No, I don't think I'd bother. Sorry, don't think I'm going to bother at all.
Yeah, no, I haven't yet.
You don't get better than the scene in The Barbers. That's
one where Eddie Murphy plays everybody.
That's where Eddie Murphy and what's his face, the Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy play all the characters.
Yeah.
And in The Barbershop, and I think it's Eddie Murphy that plays the majority.
Oh, he does, yeah. He's
and Arsenio Hall plays. I think he's the old Jewish guy sitting in the corner. It's fucking hilarious.
Eddie Murphy's brilliant at that.
Yeah.
He's so good at that, And he's done it in a few movies. I think he's done it in Flubber as well, hasn't he?
I never saw that either.
No, it's not even Flubber. He's not even in that, is he? That's Robin Williams. It's one of those Disney fucking movies, but like that he's. It's fucking Big Mama's House.
Yeah.
Big Mama's
House. It's not, because that's not him either. It's
not
the Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor. That's the one.
That's
sitting around the table, the whole family is him.
Except for the kids. Yeah. That's very good. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Right, okay.
1988.
Love it, is it?
Yeah.
88?
Yeah.
I thought it was much older than that. Wow.
And I looked it up on YouTube just so I could watch it.
It's not 68 or something.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Maybe 68, 58.
I think that will,
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Jesus, that's going back on my list, actually. It's years since I watched that.
I watched a clip of it on YouTube so I could just familiarise myself with it again.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so basic.
It's so drab. It's just so...
It's great.
Yeah, I love it.
And the story
so deadpan. That's what I'm looking for. Deadpan.
But that's Charles.
That is Charlie Brown.
Like. That's Charles Schultz.
Yeah.
All over.
Love it. I love that humour. Dude, it's such a great... Oh, man, I have such good memories of watching that
1965. Sorry, I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I knew that couldn't be that.
Yeah.
That recent. No, God, I mean, I remember watching that on Christmas morning so many times.
Yeah.
While you're unwrapping your presents and
all
the chaos.
While you're fucking chowing down on a selection box.
Yeah.
And you're one of many selection boxes.
Yeah, and you're sitting in a sea of fucking wrapping paper. And Charlie Brown's Christmas comes on. Yeah.
He's a kid that would now, these days, be medicated. Because he's always blue. And I'm not saying he's a personal fucker. But he has the Christmas blues in this thing.
I know he is. He's just totally down. Like, such a downer, yeah.
He gets involved with the Christmas play on Lucy's advice. She's like doing something. He'd be medicated now. When I was watching it, I was just going, he'd be fucking medicated now.
Yeah,
Like, and this makes the whole story. But everyone laughs at him when he brings the Christmas tree because he brings a real weak ass Christmas tree. Yeah. So it makes things worse.
Dragging it along the snow. Yeah.
And I used to love the side story that Snoopy used to have. In all of them.
I was just going to say that too. Where does Snoopy come in? Yeah.
And the Charlie Brown, the Halloween thing, that special is fantastic too. Yeah. It's great.
I'm definitely going to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas. Might even do it today.
The new Charlie Brown, the one that 3D animated.
I haven't seen it.
It's great.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's fantastic.
Let's go try that then.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a Christmas thing that I do because I'd watch it any time of the year.
Oh, of course,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but Charlie Brown's Christmas, man, that was... But that and the Snowman, they were kind of mainstays when we were kids.
The Snowman used to give me that.
Yeah, have you seen the Cork version on YouTube?
No.
I'll send it on to you later.
Please do.
I'll throw it up on the Facebook page, and I will. Just be warned, it's got a lot of foul language in it. But Dad, it's so funny. It's voiced over by a fucking Cork
You're
person.
warning people about something you're going to put on the Facebook page that has language in it when we sit here cursing like truck drivers.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but in case they show their children.
Yeah.
But it's very, very funny, though. It's very funny. It's very well done.
But in Charlie Brown's Christmas, the lesson is so obvious. It's not the lesson here in the roundabout kind of way is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but it's just fucking...
beating you over the head with it.
But it's great. And it's not about commercialism.
No.
And it's about, they all find the Christmas spirit among themselves. Because when he goes off and he puts his Christmas tree down and he's like, well, I don't care. I like it. Or something to that effect. And
it's my Christmas tree.
He takes a bauble off Snoopy's kennel and ties it onto it and it droops it over. And he goes, oh, I've killed it. And he walks off with no knowledge of how trees work or how gravity works. He walks off. And then all the kids come back and they redress it for him.
Yeah.
And they make it. And then they sing fucking Tenenbaum. Tenenbaum. Yeah, no, I do. I know they do. I think they sing that. I don't know if that's the name of it. But they do sing it.
Is it not Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree?
It's not called A Christmas Tree.
Oh, I don't
Stop fucking correcting me if you don't know.
Is it not Oh Christmas Tree?
Yeah, it's
the tune
not.
you were singing, Oh Christmas Tree.
No, I was singing that tune, but that's not what it's called.
Okay.
No.
I mean, come on, I haven't seen that movie since I was about 6 years old now.
Me either, until last week.
I'm definitely going to watch it. Put me in the mood now. But
no, I was right. The song is called O Tenenbaum.
Oh, there you go. Well done.
Yeah, there you go. And it's known in English as O Christmas Tree.
So we were both right. You see, there you
go. It's the season for us both to be right.
Yes. Win.
Yeah.
Right. St. Stephen's Day, or Boxing Day, for those of you not in Ireland. For fucking Superman 2.
Nope.
No. Dude.
No,
Richard Donner.
I'm not shooting down your list. I'm just saying no, not for me. It wouldn't be Superman 2 on Stephen's Day for me.
Love fucking Superman 2.
Why?
Okay, well, you've got the fucking 3 supervillains.
This is true. And I did like them.
You've got Terrence Stamp as Zod. It's just incredible. He's just so good. He's just so fucking evil. And then you've got I love where he loses his powers.
Yeah, no, I remember it. Yeah.
You know, he gives up his powers for love and then he gets his ass kicked by the guy in the diner.
That's right, the trucker.
Yeah. The asshole kicks him. And then he eventually goes back anyway, begs his father.
What's he doing in the diner?
He's given up his powers because he can't.
He wants to be Lois Lane.
Yeah. He can't marry Lois, because he would shoot a load like a shotgun straight through her back. That's a quote from Mallrats, by the way.
But what's he doing in the diner?
They're eating, aren't they?
They're just eating, and he gets up, and this guy kicks his ass.
Yeah, your man, he goes to the toilet, and when he comes out, your man is sitting in his seat.
That's
and he
what
won't
it is.
get up.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit on Lois.
Yeah.
And he kicks his ass, and then obviously he goes back and gets his powers.
And that's when he tells her in the diner, he was like, I have to go back.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Well, no, it's not. That's not when he has to go back. It's when he realizes. Yeah, sorry, it is, because after he gets his ass kicked, he sees the television in the diner.
That's right.
Where Zod and they have taken over the White House.
Yeah.
Then he has to go back. Yeah. So he goes back and he gets his powers back and he kicks ass. Because he is Superman and he kicks fucking ass. But now look, fucking Christopher Reeves is Superman.
I'm asking you why Superman 2 and not Superman or Superman 3.
Oh, look, I like Superman. Superman's great. But bear in mind as well, when Richard Donner made those, there was only supposed to be one. Right?
Well, isn't that the way it
Superman
always works?
1 what I'm saying is Superman 1 and 2 were made at the same time. They were supposed to be one movie.
That's
the studio,
hell of a fucking...
I know, yeah. And the studio were like, no.
That's a hell of a story change.
No, it's not really.
It is.
No, if you watch it, it's not. They basically, the studio insisted that it be broke up into 2 movies. Yeah. So like the whole thing with, first act, where Superman is just, fucking saving kittens and trees and saving helicopters and fucking, turns the world backwards to save Lois Lane. That's all just supposed to be the first act.
Right, okay.
Of the movie.
Yeah.
And then, the aliens come and that,
right, so...
They're the real bad.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're the real bad.
Yeah.
But the studio were like, no, let's make 2 movies out of it. Right?
As they do.
Much against fucking Donner's wishes. as good as Superman 1 is, and it's not bad, and you'll believe a man can fly and all that stuff, it's really only the first act. There's no big fucking climax in that movie.
Yeah.
They kind of contrived it a bit where Lois dies and he fucking spins the earth backwards to bring her back to life. But there's no big villain.
Yeah. I'd like to
villain in
hear
that one.
fucking Tyson's, not the boxer. What's his face? He's a scientist and a physicist.
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I'd like to hear his take on Superman 1 and turning the world
spinning the earth backwards and not making time go backwards.
And then starting it. And then, So get on that, Neil.
You don't need Neil deGrasse Tyson to know that does not work.
No, but I want to hear his explanation for it because I like his rants.
Yeah.
So,
but,
Mr. deGrasse Tyson, if you somehow hear this, please get on it and explain it.
Yeah.
And tell him and shoot it down. I want to hear you shoot it down because it's bullshit.
But
when I was a kid and I saw it in the cinema.
You seen that in the cinema? Dude, that was released on the day I was born. 24th of November 1978.
No,
so Superman was released in Ireland.
Yeah, I just thought I was about 4 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I was around the corner kicking my way out of my ma.
Yeah, I'm
when you were watching it in the cinema.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway.
There going, this is bullshit.
So I am the last son of Quick.
Which I probably wasn't in the cinema going, this is bullshit.
No, you
but
were
I
like,
did
oh my God, he's flying.
He's wearing spandex.
And he's flying.
No, I wasn't saying that either. Yeah. Scrooged.
Oh God, yeah.
1988, Bill Murray. Love it.
I only watched that for the first time, maybe last year, the year before last. Such a good movie as well.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
I watched a BBC thing on Scrooge a couple of years ago as well. And it was screened over the Christmas period. So the first one's on Christmas Eve, then Christmas Day, then Stephen's Day, or it leads up to the climax on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Or whatever it was. But it was great. It was each episode, and I'm sure there were only 3, was the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present and Future, was each day, and then you get your resolution at the end of the 3rd day. Okay. It was great. But Scrooged is the business.
Ah, it's class.
And it's the fucking exec.
Yeah, you see.
Isn't that mad?
Yeah. You just don't like fucking rich people there, do you?
It seems like Hollywood doesn't either.
Yeah. It has enough of them.
Fucking hell.
But
I hadn't put this together until we started talking about it.
Yeah, now it's in your head. And,
Jesus.
Yeah. You just don't like executives.
Yeah, he's a TV exec.
Yeah.
And he's a bastard. And he favours profit over people. And that's his whole MO. And he wants to staple antlers onto a mouse for their Christmas special. It's great. Like, it's really good. And he gets, there's a little mouse and they can't get the glue to stick onto his fur. And he was like, have you tried staples? It's like, I'm just asking. But yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a great movie. It is. It is a good. Come here, listen. You know, fucking Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. You're just leading nicely into my next one.
Which is?
Fucking Ghostbusters, man. Gotta have Ghostbusters.
I don't think I'd watch that in Christmas.
Would you not?
No.
But Ghostbusters 2 is a Christmas movie.
Sorry. I would, but I'd also watch it all year round.
Yeah.
So I didn't put it on my list.
Technically shouldn't
and
be
even Ghostbusters 2, which
is a Christmas movie,
I would watch all year round.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like Ghostbusters 2.
And I know you're a big fan, and I know the last time I asked you this, you hadn't. Have you seen the new one yet?
No.
It's really good.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's actually on over the Christmas on one of the channels.
Yeah, I like to watch my movies without
ads.
Though.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, BBC.
Well, BBC are, and I've always liked them for that.
Yeah.
They show something and they'll show it until the end, and then you can watch your fucking ad.
Yeah, well, there are no ads on BBC.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They'll show it and they'll play it until the end, and then you can watch your ad.
They're not allowed to advertise.
At all?
At all.
Okay. Anyway.
Because it's licensed.
What else have you got? Come on, quick.
Okay. Indiana Jones and the Take Your Pick. Any of them, really. You probably go with The Last Crusade. It's probably my favourite, though.
I wouldn't only watch them over Christmas.
Would you not? Okay.
I'd watch them all year round.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I wouldn't now at all.
Yeah, I would.
And again, it's just coming from what was on our, limited access TV when we were kids, And it was always, Raiders of the Lost Ark was always on over the Christmas.
Which is why I'd probably watch them all year round, because we had such limited access on TVs when we were kids. If the movie's on, you're fucking in there. I'm not going out to play. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Now, in the world of on demand, you can watch what you want when you want. You know,
I will watch any or all of the Indiana Jones movies all year round.
Yeah.
So that's why it can go on my list.
Have you seen Dial of Destiny?
No.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I watched it there the other day. It's got the feel of Indiana Jones, definitely. It's not as bad as The Crystal Skull anyway. It was a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah.
But I just don't like Shia LaBeouf anyway.
No, me either.
Can't stand him.
Sorry, Shia.
Yeah, sorry, man. But
it's not you. It's just you.
No, it is you. It is definitely him. He's fucking shit. But so I will probably go with The Last Crusade, but they're pretty much interchangeable for me. Like I'll probably watch all three.
It's a very fluid situation for me between the first, second, and third Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, I prefer this one. No, I don't prefer that one. Yeah. I prefer whichever one is
like
on.
I absolutely love the minecart chase in Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of the overall tone of that movie, the fucking darkness and the kids being fucking tortured.
It's your Halloween town.
Yeah, it is kind of my Halloween town. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it fucking freaks me out a bit, you know. But I mean, I love Short Round though. Indeed,
he's great, and he's also great in
another movie on my
Everywhere
list.
All at Once.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is, but he's also great in another movie on my list.
And his acceptance speech at the Oscars
was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What's the other movie?
The Goonies.
Yes, it's the best. And I'd watch that all year round.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
No.
And twice on Sundays. It's just the best
movie. I can't get my kids to watch it. I don't know what it is with them. Every time I say, come watch the Goonies. No.
My nephew, when he was 4 years old, and of course he doesn't remember this, but he was down in the house and my dad and my ma were, do you want to watch something on TV? And he was like, Balto. And he'd watch Balto, the animated movie.
The dog.
All the fucking time.
Right.
A million times he'd watch that.
Dog.
And they were like, do you want to try something else? He's like, Balto. And they're like, oh. So I was like, here, look, give me a minute with him. And I was like, come on, we'll go and find Balto. And went upstairs. And I made a song and a dance about the Goonies. He was like, we watch it. Okay. So he decided that he'd watch the Goonies, and I made it his decision.
Yeah.
And we went down and we watched it, and he never looked at Balto again.
Deadly. One-eyed Willie won him over.
It's just the business. It's the greatest movie. And he was like, what's it about? And I was like, it's about a pirate ship. It's about a monster. And he did that face, and I went, but he turns out to be a really friendly monster. It's just the business.
Hey,
it's about
guys.
bad people. It's about bad people, but the bad people go to jail in the end of it. And it's about these kids just like you. And so I sold it to him, and he was like, yeah, fucking never looked at Balto ever again.
Cool.
It was deadly.
No, come here, and it's just such perfect casting in that movie as well.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. Seeing a great meme the other day, that made me feel old.
What?
Someone's like, oh, look, it's Sean Astin from Stranger Things. Right, and then the next one is, no, it's not. It's Sean Astin from Lord of the Rings. Right, and then somebody comments on it. No, it's Sean Astin from the Goonies, you fetus. I was like, fuck me.
I saw an interview with Josh Brolin the other day.
Yeah, he's the older brother.
Yeah, he's the older brother in the Goonies.
I just realised that. Yeah,
and he Josh Brolin is Thanos.
That's right. Yeah.
Thanos, yeah.
Jesus.
And he's also Wolverine. No, it's not him. He's not Wolverine. Delete that bit. Okay, he's Thanos, and I saw an interview with him. He said when we were doing the pirate scene in the Goonies, they kept the whole set.
Oh
the whole set locked.
Yeah,
and the kids weren't allowed to see it.
So all those pop-up scares and shit. Yeah,
they wanted to get the react. No, not the pop-up scares and shit like that. That was probably but they wanted to get the reaction, the authentic reaction of the kids
when they first see the ship.
When they first see the ship.
Yeah,
and he said, so what you're going to do is you'll all go underwater, and you'll hear 3, 2, 1, and you'll all pop up and turn around, and you'll react to the ship. So all the cameras set up.
Yeah,
and they went under the water and they got their 3, 2, 1. They all popped up, turned around, and Josh Brolin went, Fuck me. The directors, no. So that's it, round, yeah. Which is brilliant.
Okay,
great.
tear down the ship, make a new one, even more impressive, and we'll do it again.
I'd have reacted the exact same way.
I love Gadget in that. And that is the same guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
that is Short Round, isn't it? Yeah. The teeth, he opens the coat, the teeth come out, charming. He's fucking brilliant.
You call him Dr. Lady.
Yeah, you call him Dr. Lady.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Fucking sad.
So good.
And I mean, Sean Austin's brilliant in it. What's her name? Kerry Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
And the blondie one, I can't think of her name. But yeah, it's just perfect casting. It's just from top to bottom.
It's the chunk shuffle, isn't it?
The chunk shuffle. Oh,
you're not getting in until you do the shuffle.
Yeah. Back when fat shaming was completely okay. The 80s.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We love the 80s. But yeah, so that's pretty much my list. Oh, Spartacus is one of those that
Spartacus
comes and goes on my list.
The movie?
Yeah.
I see. All I have in my head of that is the fucking series that was on.
Oh, I never watched it.
Garbage.
No, I never watched it. No, I'm talking about the one with Sheehan. Sheehan, isn't it?
I don't know who's in
it.
I didn't.
No, it's not Mary Sheehan. It's too early. One of the big Hollywood fucking at the time. It's one of those Technicolor massive biblical epics. Like Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments and Spartacus.
That could be arse watching it.
It's Douglas, Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
It's Kirk Douglas. That's who it is.
Still could be arse watching
it's great, that. It's fucking great. That, and I mean, Ben-Hur is another one that'll be on over the Christmas as well that I might flick in or out of.
Yeah, wouldn't be on my list.
I'm not a huge biblical fan, as you know, but some of those biblical epics were fucking fantastic films, though.
No.
They're so well made,
No.
Of their day.
No, and no, I can't. No, I wouldn't do it. The
like
only biblical film I would do is The Life of Brian. And that wasn't a biblical film.
Anti-biblical.
It wasn't biblical. Did you ever watch the conversation between them and the representatives of the church?
No.
And they're saying, in no way do we reference at all the Bible whatsoever. And it all happened beside what happened in the Bible. He said, we just told that story. We didn't tell the Bible story. We told the one that happened beside it. And it's brilliant.
It's a bit nefarious, though.
But it's not a biblical story.
I know, but it is.
It's not. And fucking, if you're listening to this, John Cleese, get in touch with Paul and fucking eat the head off him. It's not.
He gets mistaken for Jesus, for God's sake.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He gets mistaken for a Messiah.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't take Jesus' place.
Okay.
He gets mistaken for a Messiah. That should be something that you watch again.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very fun, great movie.
What's the other one they did?
Oh,
the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
It's so good.
There's some great bits in it, but
it peters out towards the end of it because they had no money.
When they're running around pretending to be riding horses, I just...
You know why they did that?
No.
They hadn't got the money to get horses. So some guy got 2 halves of a coconut. It's fucking brilliant. And they actually talk about that in the movie. Yeah. And there's one guy on a castle wall in a parapet. And he's saying, that guy has
coconuts.
He has coconuts. And then he goes into, where did you get the coconuts? And he says, well, we just got them. And he says, yeah, but we're in a temperate zone. And they grow in a tropical zone. And he says, does the the eastern swallow or something like that migrate? And he's like, are you telling me coconuts migrate? Like they tackle the whole thing, man. They shoot holes in themselves. It's fucking hilarious.
It is funny.
I think it's brilliant.
Couldn't sit through the whole thing. But I sat through The Life of Brian, no problem. Like I fucking love that movie.
I love it.
Love it. And Time Bandits is one of them as well, isn't it? They've remade that as a series now as well.
Time Bandits.
Yeah, they've remade it as a series. It's supposed to be very good.
I didn't watch Time Bandits because I got bored. I was like, nah, not into it. And so if I watch it now, it would probably be great.
I think that's That's my list of mainstays anyway that I would watch
have
every
honourable
Christmas.
mentions.
Yeah, well, go on, yeah, and I've got ones that come and go, so yeah.
A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah. No,
I would watch
absolutely.
if it were on.
You're a fan
Not
of Scrooge.
religiously.
You're
Anything Muppets. I'm in, man.
Right.
fucking
Labyrinth. Great movie.
Yeah.
Love Labyrinth.
But
No, you mean
if
the
there was
actual
a
Muppets?
choice, if there was a choice of that or
Muppets.
a Muppet Christmas Carol, it'd
Muppets
be
are winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down. No
Yeah.
contest.
I do like the Muppets, I do.
No,
Kermit's
fucking
great.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
Lethal
that's
Weapon
going
2, Lethal Weapon 3,
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 4.
I don't know if I'll watch all 4, but I will definitely watch one of them.
I would watch all 4, but not one after the
They're
other.
definitely going in there.
Yeah. E.T.
Yeah, I was playing with the idea of putting ET in there, but
You see, I'd watch E.T.
all year
This
round.
is why
And I
it's,
would
this
watch
is why
ET
it's
all year
honourable
round.
mentions.
Yeah, I
right?
would watch that all year
But-
round.
And you'd be hard pressed to get it. The unmastered E.T.
Yeah.
is much better.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
much
There's no
better.
underwater
Yeah.
breathing shit in the vat and all that
And
crap.
when they have their fucking car barricade and the kids coming on bikes and they're all holding
They have fucking shotguns,
walkie-talkies.
not walkie-talkies. Yes.
So yeah, all the kind of stuff that maybe can fuck off and turn it off. I wish they'd change back. Yeah, Battle of Britain.
Yeah,
What a movie!
cracking movie.
What a
Great
fucking
soundtrack.
movie. Yeah,
What a soundtrack. Only downloaded the soundtrack recently. Great movie. Bit cheesy.
I can never remember the name of it, so I've renamed it Count Duckula Airfield. Duxford.
Oh,
Duxford, I think it's called.
Something like Duxford.
Anyway, it's Count Duckula Airfield in the UK, and I went there in the summer.
You were
and
saying you went there.
Spitfire's taking off and the fucking noise of the man. And I'll throw up a video on Facebook.
Do.
And you know I will throw up a Facebook.
Of course.
Because I'm saying it.
Yeah, and come here. Yeah, okay.
Where Paul doesn't.
Right.
Paul's the same ball.
Yeah, I haven't really got any war films on my list.
The Longest Day.
Yeah. No, that's
Longest Day.
again.
Is a brilliant film.
I would watch that all year round, definitely.
And in the same breath, I'll say The Longest Day and fuck John Wayne.
And I also did the book this year by Cornelius Ryan, so that's
The Royal Tenenbaums.
haven't seen it.
Brilliant.
Okay,
It is brilliant.
Is that Ben Stiller?
Yeah, he's in it.
No,
but
I won't watch
Gene
it.
Hackman's in it.
Won't watch it. Don't like Ben Stiller.
But it's a completely dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Royal Tenenbaum is the dad, and he leaves all the kids and the wife, Angelica Houston, and comes back when they're grown up.
So hang on, you're telling me Angelica Houston
is the wife.
Gene Hackman.
Oh,
and Ben
look,
Stiller.
they're all in it.
And you want me to watch it?
It's brilliant.
No,
it's
I'd
class.
run a mile. I'd run a mile from anything with those in it. I have to be honest with you. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, okay.
Don't do
I
comedy.
understand that because I would be the same with the prequels that you're
Yeah.
okay with.
No,
So
of
it's
course.
horses
Yeah, no,
for
it's not,
courses.
yeah, no, it is. I just not a fan of comedy and cannot
Any
stand Ben Stiller.
old Disney movies pre 3D,
Mm.
all of them.
Yeah, no,
Watch all of
absolutely.
them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all great. They're all great.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
King Kong, 1933.
Yes, the original.
Yes.
And you know what I actually found fascinating with the remake with Jack Black and Naomi Watts? Just the way the makeup department have done her in that movie. If you watch the original and watch that,
Yeah.
she looks like the same person.
Yeah.
It's
but
incredible.
I don't like that remake.
No, that's the only thing I can actually remember about that
Some
remake
like
is
a
that
hot.
she looks. Marilyn.
Yeah.
You
I
have
love
to watch a
Marilyn
bit of
Monroe.
Marilyn.
I
You
love
have to watch a
Marilyn
bit of
Monroe.
Marilyn over the Christmas, definitely.
Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz
I'd watch
is
that all year
such a
round.
good story.
I would watch that all year round.
Me too.
And
That's
I've
why it's on my special mentions.
probably watched it too many times.
It's
It's
such
one of
a good
those that
story.
it's just like, oh, do I have to sit through this again?
Great story.
You know that way? Yeah, it is. It's
Absolutely
brilliant.
great
Brilliant.
story.
Absolutely brilliant. I like where they're going with fucking Wicked. Now I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I like the idea
do.
of
I like what they're
kind of
doing, yeah.
flipping it that, fucking, Glinda's the bad one.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
It's like
I
fucking
like it.
it's like what Cobra Kai done to Karate Kid, you know?
Yeah,
Which
I
is-
didn't watch it.
Did you not? It's
No.
actually quite good. I
Yeah.
was very skeptical about it when I put it on, but it's actually very good.
Did you ever watch The Princess Bride?
Yeah, of course.
How can you not?
I am
was only
Indigo
watching
Montoya.
Friday
You
on
killed
that
my
day.
father. Prepare to die.
He's not a robot, by the way, people.
Sorry, my Spanish accent is terrible.
His everything accent is terrible. Princess Bride, I was watching a trailer on it today, and it's an interview with, who's the guy that played Inigo Montoya? Yeah.
keep thinking Dustin Hoffman because
No,
of
it's
Hulk.
not.
Because
No,
of Hulk,
it's
and he looks
Mandy
like him.
Patinkin.
What?
It's a guy called Mandy Patinkin.
Mad for even thinking. Okay.
And he's brilliant.
Yeah.
And he's talking about it, and people say to him all the time. And
I am a dig on my
he
diet
talks
'cause my
about that's the line everyone gives him.
Yeah.
And he says for him, it's not the movie line that he remembers from the film.
Right.
It's the part at the end of it where he's standing in the window ready to jump on the horses and get away with Buttercup after they've rescued her.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I've spent my whole life in the revenge business.
Yeah.
Now that it's done, I don't know what to do. Like, or something to that effect.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But it's brilliant. It's so good. And he was like, that's what I remember about it.
Well, that's what you're supposed. That's what you're supposed to take away from it. You know what I mean?
And they all
that is the message.
They all loved Andre the Giant.
Ah, yeah, come here. Listen, he was a gentleman.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
I know he was the villain in the wrestling and all, but no, he's a gentleman.
Interesting, Stardust. Do you ever see
Stardust?
Stardust?
Yes, I have seen Stardust.
Is this generation's Princess Bride?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking...
Or maybe even the last generation. It's a bit old.
Whatever, yeah.
Neil Gaiman. Or Gaiman. Is it Gaiman?
Gaiman. I don't know.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Either will do.
I was dragged to see it in the cinema because fucking Take That were in the soundtrack.
I never saw it in the cinema, no. Yeah. Never saw it in the cinema, but I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's a long time now since I've seen it, but yeah, that's a
Robert
good one.
De Niro is a gay lightning collecting pirate.
Right.
Like flying the pirate ship through the sky.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Brilliant.
And Michelle Pfeiffer is just the business.
She's great in everything.
Witch.
Love her.
She's class.
Great in everything.
She's so good. And
so good in Batman Returns.
Stormhold.
Don't know that one.
That's a place. Stormhold is across the wall.
Yeah.
And there's an old guy guarding the wall that he won't let anybody in. Yeah, it's brilliant.
But now that you mentioned Michelle Pfeiffer, leads me into another Christmas movie that's not a Christmas movie, but is a Christmas movie. Batman Returns.
Yeah. I don't like those
Christmas movie.
candy Batman movies.
Ah, man. The first two, the fucking Tim Burton ones are incredible.
Nah.
I'll fight you to death on that one. The rest of them, the Joel Schumacher ones, no, you can take or leave them.
Batman Begins.
Nah,
Batman Begins is
at the time, I remember watching them at the time and going, oh my God, these are fucking incredible.
They are.
But they're just not they're not as rewatchable as the Michael Keaton ones.
Christopher Nolan, they are for me. Definitely. Okay. 100%.
Speaking of Christopher Nolan, isn't it Christopher Nolan? Yeah. You know what? I watched last week for the first time.
What?
Interstellar.
About time.
Fucking great. And do you know why I watched it? Darwin convinced me and goes, you have to watch Interstellar. It's the best movie ever made. I disagree with him. He's 14.
There you go, Darwin.
15. I disagree on that one. That is the greatest movie I ever made. It's a damn good movie.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I'm so disappointed with the ending though.
No.
Didn't like the ending.
We'll discuss that off recording.
Yeah.
Because
that's
an endless conversation.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not spoil it for anyone. So that might be another one that goes on the list because I kind of watched it around Christmas time, so it might be.
It's not on my Christmas list because I would watch it anytime.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. And I've only ever seen it twice because I liked it that much that I don't want to overwatch it.
Yeah, no, of course,
and wreck it for myself. But I can feel another watching of it going on.
It's so good. His daughter is so good in it. The younger.
Yeah.
Daughter. So good in it.
It's just a great movie and it's so intricate and
and I love McConaughey. He's great in everything.
Yeah, he's great.
He's and seems like a really good guy, really genuine good guy, you know?
Yeah.
And shit, I had another one there and I'm sort of slipping my mind now. No, it's grand. Sorry, I think that's them all.
You're gonna let people down and end on a note like that?
No.
Well, you are. You have to remember it or not. What were we talking about? We were talking about fucking Interstellar. McConaughey.
Taylor. Bad ending, Darwin. No, I don't know. There was.
All you can take from this, anybody that's still listening, is that Paul was lying and he doesn't have another.
No, I did. There was something popped into my head there while we were talking, or maybe it was the Batman Begins or Batman Returns from the last that I was trying to think. But yeah, I mean, there's so many movies that would just pop in and out of the list from time to time, you know. But all the ones I've talked of they're my mainstays. Like I'll watch them over the Christmas till I die.
Yeah.
You know, might even throw a fucking Jurassic Park in there, maybe.
Definitely.
You know,
definitely. And a Jurassic World or a newer one. Yeah. I think the new ones are great.
Do you?
Yeah, and I love all the Terminator movies.
God,
they're on my list too. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
but
I
watch them all
do those
year
at
round.
Christmas. Yeah, no, they're kind of ones that I wouldn't watch at Christmas.
They're
I'd
all
watch
on
it any time but Christmas.
They're on my honourable mentions because they
Yeah.
will go all year round.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then every other one that I've mentioned and then cross out my list.
I mean, I think it's fair to say The Empire Strikes Back might be in the running, but Terminator 2 has to be the best sequel ever made. Really has to be.
I don't know.
It's so
I don't know.
such
I
a
don't
good
know.
movie.
And I'll end on that note where I don't know because I'm not sure it is. Although
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
So anyway, whatever you do this Christmas, guys, enjoy your viewing pleasure. I'm sure we're not alone in having our little habits and our little things that we watch every Christmas. And I'm sure there's loads of movies out there that people are watching that we haven't had on our list. So by all means, get in touch and let us know.
Yeah.
'Cause
Watch, eat food, drink wine, drink beer. Watch
be
movies.
nice to each other.
Be nice to each other.
Love each other. And have a great Christmas, guys. And we'll see you for season 3 in 2025.
Okay. Happy Christmas.